What's up, y'all? What it do? Okay, I had to do a little part 2 to this video I just recorded. I have not been as consistent on YouTube as I want to be, but anyway, let's get right into the message. So the message that I intend for this video to be about is starting over and how it's okay to start over. But I know, you see, the thing about living life is you're supposed to start learning yourself. You're supposed to start learning how you are. I know that I'm gonna start talking about something and it might go to something else. So let's just, but it's still gonna be meaningful things that correlate. My brain just be bouncing, but guess what? If you got ADHD, then you probably gonna be right on the same, we're gonna be right on the same boat, bitch. Whew, I got too excited there. But I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but the signs are there. You know what I'm saying? It don't take all day to realize somebody crazy. I mean, sometimes there's different types of crazy, so it like depends on, you know, what type of crazy you are. Anyway, it don't take all day to realize the sun's shining. I don't even know if, anyway. Starting over. Okay, this episode is gonna be inspired by my actual life because I gotta start over. I have to start over again. This apartment that I'm in, I'm very grateful for the experience of being here, but I hate it here. I actually hate how there's so much space up here. Let's see if I can. Okay, that's better. I'm very grateful to been able to have somewhere to lay my head and all this and that and have me my own apartment, but I hate it here. I feel like I deserve better. And also, summertime, my money has slowed down expeditiously. It slowed down so much. And I feel like it was a 2-in-1. Like, life has crazy ways of working. I've had so many things that happen to me, like you think you're doing this thing and then it really was routing you somewhere else. So I feel like no matter how much I was trying to keep my money afloat, I can't help that I don't have money. You know what I'm saying? If God wanted me to have money, enough money to pay my bills, he would. But also at the same time, he hears how many times I'm saying she, because I was just also watching videos about God as a, you know, God being a woman, and I said I was going to start referring to God as a woman sometimes. So I just want to say that I'm not calling God a they either. I ain't, you know. Anyway, God is hearing me, and God could be just like a unisex name. Anyway, oh, and then it's God, and God is also hearing me say that I hate this apartment. I want something better. So it's like, how am I going to get a new apartment living in the old apartment? And I know most people be like, you apply for another. No, I got to get my money together. My money has slowed down. So not only am I struggling to pay rent where I am, I also hate that I'm struggling to pay rent where I am because it sucks. And they keep coming up with more and more restrictions. Like, this is a nice gated neighborhood. Like I said, the experience that I'm having with bugs getting in my crib, coming out of I don't know where, I can't relax in here. I can't relax in something that I'm paying over $13. No. And I'm not about to settle for that shit either. No. Y'all not doing shit about it. Y'all not having people come in here, and I done broke so much stuff in my apartment trying to kill the damn bugs. I ain't about to deal with this shit. Hell no. Yeah, breaking my lease, and I'm starting over. And like I said, it would be nice to go from one apartment to the other, but unfortunately, summertime slowed down my money altogether. So it's cool. I am grateful for the simple things in life. I try to be, okay? I think everybody, no matter how many things you have in life, no matter how materialistic things, I try to not ever be. It's weird because I can be materialistic, as in like I can acquire materialistic things, but at the same time, I understand that if everything materialistic got taken away from me, which it has before, and which it could happen again, you never know. You have to be okay with that. As long as you have you, your brain, your health, some food, some water, somewhere to lay your head, everything else can be taken away from you at any moment, and you might have to start over again. But again, if one of those things are taken away from you, your housing is taken away from you, you start kind of appreciating your housing more. When your health is taken away from you, you start realizing, dang, with my health, I'm able to get out here and do whatever the fuck I need to do. Excuse my language. But I'm aware that, one, I'm crazy. I'm crazy, and I say that proudly. Why? Because I feel like this is a crazy world that we live in, and I've always been able to change the way that I think in order to keep maneuvering in this world. And I kind of want to talk about that too. Like I said, this is a take two to a video that I recorded, but I was saying how it's funny because I uploaded a picture on my Instagram today, and I said I feel my crazy coming back, but not crazy like sitting outside your house watching you crazy, more so like no limit to the way that I think crazy. I don't really like restrictions. I don't like restrictions, and I definitely don't do restrictions when it comes to the way I think, because the world is the same pretty much every day. The only thing that really changes is how we think. And in the last video, I kind of use this example. Let's say there's this picture that's always been hanging up in your apartment, and you really paid not much attention to that picture. That, or a movie, or a book, okay? And when you're in your past mind, your past way of thinking about things, this picture had no true substance, no true meaning to you. But once you've gone through some experiences in life and you start gaining knowledge, you now can look at this picture, and this picture now has all this depth, all this meaning to it. And you're like, oh shit. But what changed was you. What changed was your experiences, the things that you now know, and these things usually take place in your mind. The only thing that really shifts in this world is our mind, is our awareness of things. Everything else is the same. Nothing new happening under the sun. There's nothing new happening under the sun. Every day, we're all living this loop. We're all living this loop. We're going to sleep, waking up. We're noticing some, time is going fast. Time is going slow. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm saying we're all living this loop. And the best thing anybody can be aware of, and the most beautiful thing that can come to your awareness, is that you're living a loop. One day I want to own a mansion, and I want to be rich, and you have to understand, every day is the same. The only thing that's going to change is when you decide in your mind to change the way that you're doing something in your day-to-day to get you in the trajectory that you want. We're all waking up, living a loop. What are you doing in this loop? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's one thing to say it, but it's different when you're like aware of it. Like, anyway, I don't want to get into the whole, a lot of people like using the 9-to-5 thing as a example. And I think that's a good example. Like, so basically, if you're the type of person that you wake up at 9, you go to work, get home at 5 o'clock, and nothing that you do ever changes, you're saying, hey, I want better for myself, but nothing that you're ever doing is ever changing. It's just saying that mentality, like, you have to understand, if you're not making any type of stops or shortcuts in your loop, you're not allowing for anything new to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not bashing 9-to-5s or whatever, because I had to get me a little 9-to-5 because my own stream of income slowed down. So I'm never bashing that. I'm always a hustler. I always said if I had to go back to working for somebody else, I would. Do I want to do it for long? No. Because honestly, having a little job now is still not enough income. It's like I can still make more than this if I walked in and picked up another stream of income somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me recollect my thoughts. But yeah, the job thing was only an example. Examples are what help us understand things, okay? Metaphors, examples, stuff like that. Something you can compare it to. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm completely okay with starting over because I know that I want better for myself, and everything is temporary and everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I think that if I was still making steady money, I would have probably just re-signed my lease here. Only because I need a time to sit still, stack my money, and then be able to apply to a new place. I can't really do all that while I'm still trying to hustle to maintain the bills here. It's like I purposely get too comfortable. So it's like, I'm already here. Why would I move all my stuff? Why, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to thug it out. But I hate it here. You know what I'm saying? I hate it. You can't tell, but I have my vents. I have my vents taped up now. Because when summer started, I was getting big ass water bugs in here all the time. All the time. And I've been here for 4 years. It's been a thing. And it wasn't every once in a while. It was getting to the point where there was a big ass bitch in here every day. big ass bitch in here every day. And I know some people like, it's not a big deal. I hate them things. They're smart. They're clever. They're hiding in my shit. I can't go to sleep at night. Or when I am in there sleeping, I'm too paranoid. My mental is more important than any of this shit. So that, like, seriously, to be able to say, okay, I gotta move out, but at least the next place, I'm gonna stack so much money to where this isn't an issue. Every day is crazy. I'm just letting y'all know I have broken so much stuff in my apartment trying to kill them bugs. I've annoyed all my neighbors. But what would be funny is when the neighbors, especially the male neighbors, come over and they see the size of them bugs, they be like, damn. I'd be like, yeah. Anyway, that's a little personal, but it's true life shit. I don't give a damn. I didn't build this apartment. I'm a single woman trying to do the best that she can for herself, okay? There's an apartment beneath from me that's vacant, and I feel like, I don't know. And it took me forever to be like, yo, where are they? We don't know where they're coming from. Them motherfuckers coming through my motherfucking vents. Them bitches taped up until I move out this shit. I don't give a damn talking about you can't tie up your vents. It might fuck up the circulation. I don't give a fuck. Because y'all ain't give a fuck about my mental. Y'all don't give a fuck when I'm trying to relax. Y'all don't give a fuck when I'm like 2 days late on my rent. Y'all don't give a fuck about me, so I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I think they should burn this whole apartment down. It's terrible. The rent keep going up, and it's not a cool. It's like a 1-star neighborhood. That's all I'm gonna say. I deserve better than this shit, okay? I'm too cute to be walking around this neighborhood anyway. Just being real. Woo. Anyway. I be trying to, I gotta show y'all a little of my personality anyway. But this is good documentation for me as well, because I know I'm going up from here. Like I said, I'm crazy. I'm crazy in a good way. I am so crazy. It's like literally every time. Like the last time that I hit rock bottom, it was right after COVID. Money slowed down again. I was trying my best to stay afloat, and I just couldn't. Had to move back. And I'm like, hate that. But it's like, yo, I'm doing this dolo. I don't have no man giving me money, okay? Not all the time. Sometimes men, think I'm cute, and they might assist your girl. But it's nothing continual. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best I can. Trying to keep my mental right, because I'm not gonna let this world break me mentally. So anyway, during COVID, I had to start over, but during that time, I appreciated when that COVID put me back in where I was, because then my dad ended up getting sick, and so it was like, if I wasn't in this area, I wouldn't have been able to be around my dad. So, like I said, sometimes life be moving you in different, directions. Hold on. All right, I always start feeling like I'm either talking too much or getting off subject. But it's also like when you're doing this type of thing, I also have to be transparent with y'all. I can't be so perfectionistic about myself. I have to be relatable. So I'm also trying to get better on myself about not being so nitpicky on my videos. But I'm also like, a lot of time has went by, so I just want to make sure that I'm bringing everything back. But yeah, so your girl is starting over, pretty much. Your girl is starting over, and I'm okay with it. Everything's gonna have to go back to being really simple, because I'm going from my own crib to like probably sleeping in the living room. So it's like I'm not gonna be able to have all my clothes and all my this and that, but it's cool. Like, I'm trying to get my summer out of me, and then I'm literally telling myself it's not gonna be that long. Like, just stack your bread. Literally $1,300 a month for a place that you hate. I can stack that for like 2 months. If I'm so busy, I plan on being so busy that I don't even know how many days going by. You said what? I just be hiding money from myself. Just going back to just simple, waking up, working, drinking water, eating simple food, going to sleep, reading books. Like, make it simple. Like, when life slows you down, sometimes you need that. And so that's like, it's to slow you down so you can reevaluate everything you got going on. Literally, time is going by so quick. I don't want to hit like 35. And it's like, I'm not age bashing. I'm just going off the age that I am. I don't want to hit 35 and like I haven't even accomplished something super simple for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, because I'm very super aware of time. I don't want to be regretful either of how I spent my time, you know? So, like I said, sometimes we can't look at life in a logical way. I don't. You can't look at it in a logical way. You have to sometimes look at it like, dang, if this didn't happen, then this didn't happen. Like a lot of people talk about the burnt toast theory. How sometimes when something is delaying you from something, you're actually being protected from something. So in a way, you can look at life does that in all different types of ways. You know, and me claiming to be a spiritual person that believes in that stuff, when that happens to me, I told myself to stop questioning it and stop being so doubtful, because it's like every time you see exactly why things happened the way that it had to happen, every time. And so it's like, you can't be, again, me going back to how we think about things, I can't be so fixated on, okay, my life is supposed to go exactly like this, to the point now where now I'm fucking up the way that I think about things, because life is really trying to align me by doing something. Like, for instance, when I was younger, me getting fired from like all of my jobs, I'm not ashamed about that, because guess what? When I got my first job, no offense to nobody, but I said I am meant to be my own boss. I could just tell. I could just tell by how people moved and working and the price pay. I'm like, I will do it. I will, because I'm literally, I feel like I've built everything brick by brick. I will do it. I will learn. I will learn from the bottom. That don't mean I'm gonna stay there. So anytime I got pushed out from a job, I used to act like, in the moment I would be mad, because I'm like, dang, I want this money right now. But also, it's like in the long term, you gotta ask, like, the way that life be passing, it's like, bro, if I don't leave now, I could get stuck here. So life is helping you not get stuck sometimes. Yes. Life will definitely help you unstuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, and I use the job example so many times, because I've gotten fired from most of the jobs that I've had in my life, until when I started doing like things that, like, where I'm my own boss. Those are the things that I strive the most in, and the answer is right there. You know what I'm saying? I always strive when I'm doing something by myself, because I have a great work ethic. I don't like my money and my this and that being based off of a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that has to be told what to do by somebody else. I don't got time for all that, because I'm gonna cuss everybody out. I'm gonna cuss everybody out. Not because I'm a rude ass person. It's because you're not about to treat me less than, or any funny type of way, because you have some type of authority over me, because they gave you a title like a manager. Y'all get these titles crazy. When you get fired, your whole mentality is being a manager, but when you get fired, you don't have a personality anymore. So that means that your personality is the role that you're playing in life. We're all just playing roles. My role is the bitch that you don't want to fuck with. Your role is a manager. You only know how to be a manager. That's a whole nother conversation as well. But I'm just saying, no offense to anybody that's a manager. My thing is, you're not about to look at yourself as higher than me and treat me less than, or any type of thing, or use your personal feelings against me because you're my manager. Because that is a title that can be taken away, because it's a temporary thing, just like everything else in life is what I'm saying. Everything is temporary. That role that you're playing is temporary. Know who you are without that title. I know who I am without the title. They can fire me today. I'm going to still be me. You know what I'm saying? And so I would rather build myself based off being me. Because I don't waver for people. I don't. I am me. I might be a little bit more quiet because you might not be able to handle me, but I am always going to be me. I'm willing to get fired because I'm willing to be me, and you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to disrespect me. As a person, I am my own brand. I am my own business. You're not going to disrespect me. I take very high offense to that. And I also don't go around disrespecting other people. So if I'm not doing it to you, you're not going to do it to me. Let's just get that understood. That is how I roll. And I look all sweet and dainty, but people do it all the time. They still doing it. The little job I had to pick up, still doing it. I'm like, little do they know. Little do you know. I will become your best employee and quit on your busiest day. Try me. So anyway, I just want to wrap up this video and say that, you know, it's good. It's okay to start over. Okay. Let life sometimes take you on the flow. Keep a good mentality about everything. Literally, when something has happened that you did not expect to happen, but you have no control over it, literally start telling yourself, like, this is all happening in my highest favor, and watch it show itself to be true. Watch it, no matter if you got fired from your job or this or that or that. Watch, like, if it's something that you can't control, bro, You gotta just flow with it. Flow with it. Flow with it. Where is that from? But anyway, I hope y'all like this video. I hope I made sense. It's about to hit 20 minutes, so I don't want to edit it at all. But if you liked it, leave a comment, drop some likes. I did show y'all a little bit of my spicy side, but like I said, I am me, always will be. So anyway, yeah.